Hello everybody, Salty Walty is back. We have Jacob and Rob with us. We are in Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam. We're just going to dick around today. Let's take a look at the Patreons before I forget, because I know I forgot last week. We have Brandon Markey, Always Shipper, Azrael, Kaden Maki, Casey, Cybaster, Dragon Spartan 90, Gundam Nuggers, Ibram Gaunt 8863, Jeff Dunn, JJ, Clav, Maverick, Momaka, Ninja Guy 12, Peter, Strike, Tyler, Spud, Oni Savage, Suit of Souls, Trelos, Joseph D, Alimos, Steel Talon, Bad Logic, and Minty Robo. I want to thank you guys for supporting me. It means a lot, and let's get on to it. Let's do it. I forgot where we left off. I think we're dicking around with Char, right?
I think you're gonna do no. Char's done, I thought.
No, we got this, don't we?
Oh.
Yeah, Operation Apollo.
Apollo.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm working
like
on
the
about
sun god.
I'm working on like 2 hours of sleep all day, so.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. We destroy Alexandria. Okay, let's do it.
So why don't you bring the Cubile Mark II with all the funnels?
I don't like the Cubile. I'm not a fan of using the Cubile in this game.
Well, you're anti-ship. The Cubile's pretty anti-ship.
Yeah, I like all the custom animations the Cubile has in GVO.
Yeah, I like the counter.
I haven't landed that yet, but I got it used against me once, and that was pretty nice.
Yeah, big funnel counter.
From our side, please. I'm really not doing a whole lot of damage to it.
Well, it's got a lot of health. Yeah, Alexandria.
That downswing though on the Cubile is. I really dislike how quick it is.
Yeah, but it does like no damage. It just knocks you over.
Yeah.
Which, that opens you up. But
I don't think it has a damage modifier to it. I don't think it does the double damage like normal downswings do.
it does. I'm only hitting for like 1500 at best.
Yeah,
I've gotten up to like 22, depending on what I'm hitting.
that's still not that good though.
No,
Yeah.
not for downswing.
Like that, I'm pretty sure the
Double
double
Zeta
Zeta.
Chad now here are like 3300.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Rosamia.
The double Zeta can still kind of outrange the Cubile, but if there's like a bunch of Cubiles, you don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
like 1v1, the double Zeta can take it pretty easy.
well, I mean, like the double Zeta also has the Cubile's one weakness: them fucking missiles.
Yeah.
That's everything's weakness, as best as I can tell.
Yeah, them missiles like poo on everything.
Oh, I saw a Cubile melt a base though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Kinda
it's
want to
just
try
super
that
gun
out.
him. Trying to super gun him for the ground now. Except better.
So I'm noticing like a lot of suits like get higher levels now, like take the the level 2 Mark 3 Gundam.
Uh-huh.
I've noticed that its stats don't really increase compared to like the lower cost Molta suits. Like you'll see a noticeable upgrade to like say the Gunner Gundam and the Gunner Gundam level 2. The stats go up pretty well. This suit don't. Same
Because it probably won't go up until it gets into 700.
yeah.
Then they'll have a big stat increase. Because really, like, for what it is, because what, that's level 2 600, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not that much difference between a 600 and a 550, to be honest. In general, most of them are just transformable, and that's what makes them...
Yeah.
Now, 650 to 550, that's a lot of it.
Yeah.
So it'll probably get significant buffs. Because look at the, like, level 4, level 5, whatever the 650 Heimel Gelgug is. That boy...
Yeah, no, like
Bang
all the
on the
Gelgugs are like fucking thick.
No, like, that boy got stats. They buffed the shit out of that. Well, I could fight double Zeta Cubile.
I'm really looking forward to using my level 5 Gelgug Jaeger though.
Yeah.
That thing, I want to
Until
go.
the Mark II's are raid. Then you're not. Ground funnels. Ground raid funnels at that.
I like that.
That was a lot of damage.
Don't get cocky. Don't get cocky. Sorry, why you repeat yourself? But yeah, no, like the follow thing on the Keyblade is really dumb, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna get nerfed.
Yeah, it does way too much damage. Like I said, just lower the amount of shots. If you only want to nerf it a little bit, give it 3 shots before overheating. So you can still like just feather it and still get a bunch of shots before you overheat.
Yeah.
I'm too surprised they allowed it on ground with funnels. I'm shocked, really.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna allow the Zazubi and New Gundam on ground.
They have to. This is the president. Because now, if they don't do that first, they're like, "Oh, well, you did it for
The Keyblade.
Yeah, at this point, I'm surprised they don't allow the Saikamu Zaku on ground. Just do that. Not the ones that have no legs.
Yeah,
Like just the
the Bishop.
The Bishop. Or
Yeah.
it's the Saikamu test type. I don't know why they call it the Bishop in this game. The MS-06Z. Oof. Well, why are they out here being called the Bishop? So Rob, been able to play much more Maxi D.
I got a little bit more of the mission mode done last night. I am enjoying that. I don't feel competent by this point at any stretch, but I do. It just things are starting to make sense, starting to feel a little bit more natural, which is good.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm at the point where like I can get through missions real easy, but S ranking them for some reason is taking a lot. Like I'll get A, like no problem, but then going back to S, I have to like play it 10 times.
Yeah, I was starting to have some trouble with some S's last night.
Like the one I'm struggling with right now is it's the Psycho Gundam Mark II and the Byron. And then when you kill those two, the Destroy Gundam comes in. Well, to beat, for what I can gather to S it, I pretty much can't take a hit.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Gotta do that shit perfect.
Well, it ain't even perfect, it's the fact that every one of their hits does like 300 damage.
Returning.
Like, I wouldn't have to be perfect, I was fighting anything.
Yeah.
But the fact that, like, all of their attacks do like 300 something damage, you have to finish with like 550 enough health, I think, to get it. So that's a pain. Been trying everything. I even had to break up the fucking Reborn Gundam. Broken dude. I hate that suit's so broken. That's the one suit that probably needs it. Like all the other stuff that maybe needs nerfs, like gimmicky kind of stuff. Like it's like stuff they can do in combination with their burst that lets them be stupid.
Yeah.
The Reborns is just good at everything.
Now, the question is whether or not I
You try your hand with the Reborns yet, Rob?
Not yet, no.
Yeah, just learn that. It'll make the game easier. The only thing you're gonna have to get used to is Amuro's voice actor, like, every time you transform, saying Reborn's Gundam or Reborn's Cannon, like, over and over and over. Forever. So its funnels are Garaby funnels, or its fangs, I should say, are Garaby fangs. It has a Garaby. It has, like, 3 Garabys, actually, depending on what mode you're in.
Good.
It's got 2 different kinds of funnels, or fangs. It's got good melee. And it has dumb mobility, because when you transform, you do like this big sidestep that's bigger than a normal sidestep, and it takes almost no boost.
Oh wow.
If you're just trying to evade shots, you're, oh, we're transform. That's stupid. Look, yeah, it's strong. It's a strong suit. The hot scramble's in kind of like that category 2 for funnels, at least. Man, Area F boss was annoying. The Shamblo. The Shamblo in this game has like infinite strikers it can call out, and it has Juwagus, Dom Tropins that come out to melee you, and Kurtz and the Fat Man, which sniping out that Fat Uncle, sniping out the Fat Uncle above the Shamblo, and you know, there's so much happening on screen. Managed to ask that one at least. Wait, nice evasion rate, Salty.
Yeah, damn right.
Fat Zero.
Are we going to... I feel like we're going to fight something special here.
Perhaps. Yeah, I'm happy you've been enjoying the mission mode there, Rob.
Oh yeah.
Boy.
It's
Heavy. It's going by what Heavy said. Heavy's beating it.
Heavy's not...
He's unlocked the EX.
Oh, Heavy's... Yeah,
What?
no, Heavy did all of it, if I'm not mistaken, all the story modes.
Yeah,
already.
he's unlocked all of it.
Wow.
So as far as I know from him, it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, Z, and then X for the EX stuff.
Okay.
So that's... I'm in G right now. Apparently there's an item you unlock that's called... I can't remember what it's called, but you can kill anything in one hit, but you die in one hit.
Oh, that's a neat idea.
Why would
So,
Lava
some of the
revert to that?
Huh?
The element. She reverted back to that, not the Keyblade. That's so fucking weird.
I mean, she's in space. You can feel like I'm a little one routine. Imagine the element still has more thrust other than that, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Still much of branch battle yet?
No, haven't done any of that yet, but give it a shot at some point.
Yeah. It's fun. Fun time. As long as you get like 600, you get the bonus mission after mission 3, and like 600,000 points until you can unlock the EX mission at the end of the week. So.
Okay.
I'm just missing 2 of them now, and the 2 hard fruits. That one I was talking about in the beta, I was probably like, man, this weird night one that has the cross-map shield rush. Yeah, I haven't run into that one again yet. And then the final big evil mobile armor version that you see when you fight the Extreme Gundam that he pops out of. And it's called Extreme Gundam Dystopia Phase.
Okay.
Way to be edgy.
Hey, Rob, when did you say that easy high-grade Gundam's going to be launching?
I think it's October, November.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's up on Amazon. I don't think it's pre-sold out yet, but it's like $7-8, so.
Are you going to do a review on it?
Probably not. I kind of broke down my review space when I stopped doing work for T-Formers, just because I was probably, I'm not going to get sent stuff to review anymore, and we needed the space, so.
Yeah.
If I ever really have to or really feel like it, I can set it back up, but we'll see what happens.
Well, once you get it built, send me a couple pictures. I'd like to see it.
Okay, sure.
Speaking of stuff that might come out in November, how about that Gundam Stormbringer / Gem Turbulence combo thing?
Yeah, no, that's really sexy looking.
Yeah, it looks good.
10 out of 10 needs to be in GVO.
But they're Gunplay. The only suit of that line that is canon and you see is the Gym Dominant.
Yeah.
It's like the base one. Everything else is Gunpla. Next thing you're gonna be wanting the hot scramble in PBO.
No.
Which is good though.
I would like the, what's it called? I can't think of a name.
Perfect Gundam?
No, I don't want the fucking perfect Gundam in GVO.
Technically canon.
Yeah, I would like the, oh hey, Haman's my partner. The, I can't think of its name. The Hyzak cannon and all that, and the Gym Sniper 3.
Oh, the advanced Zeta stuff that should have been in this game already before they went to double Zeta? Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's it.
Look at, like that. I feel like...
Watch the next mission mode boss be the inlay with the 6K hearts. That'll be stupid.
A standard gym. Oh, okay. I didn't want gym 2.
I mean, he's got a better shield than a Gym 2. Way better shield.
I like how
What else you been
Haman ain't saying nothing.
Nothing. What else you been up to this week, Rob? Gaming wise.
Gaming wise, mostly, well, like I said, like I mentioned on video recently, I lost my Japanese account on Fate Grand Order, so that was fun.
Oh.
Wait, how did you lose your account?
The emulator I was using stopped working, naturally because I was playing it on emulator. It's not like I can, talk to customer service about recovery or anything.
Yeah.
So it's just I played that for like a year and a half, and that's just a lot of stuff gone. I never spent money on it, thankfully, but yeah. Luckily,
yeah, they happened with me with Fallout Shelter, but I did spend money on it.
Oh, jeez, sorry to hear that.
Oh, okay. It's freed up like 750 megabytes on my phone, so yeah.
There you go. Yeah, the silver lining on this one was the emulator that stopped working was also giving my computer some other problems, like it would hang on shutdown or restart, and I'd have to hard power it down.
That's the Chinese government emulator worming in. What's your data?
Well, that's that wouldn't surprise me, but stupid thing is, I actually switched to an emulator that, in more recent versions, I know has malware, but this one is old enough that it tested and came up clean, so it still works, which is, all I need, basically. So my brother had an account he'd stopped using, so, I switched over to that, and
Shut me down.
Stupid thing is that he had me as, like, you can pick 3 accounts to, like, just coach you through the first half of the story.
Yeah.
And he had my old account on there. So, to pick guest characters. So I can access, like, 7 of my old characters or so until I clear the first part of the story, which, in a way, it's like this is cruel enough to be a real Fate plot twist. That's kind of sad.
I never quite got into Fate.
I haven't watched it.
It's ridiculous and overcomplicated.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard the continuity is like just the most destroyed thing of all time.
Oh, it basically has no continuity. It's kind of like Gundam in that everything is assumed to have happened somewhere. It's just that there's.
To my understanding, it's like that. It's not even different timelines because all the timelines affect each other.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like even worse. It's like a weird. It's almost like it's supposed to like lead into something like Turn A, but never does. They just keep adding on to it.
Yeah, Grand Order is probably the closest to the Turn A part of Fate that there is.
Yeah, okay.
But it is ridiculously complicated, and it's as somebody pointed out to me, it's basically Calvin Ball. They will introduce all these rules of magic and
something. Calvin Ball.
Oh, never read Calvin and Hobbes?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were referencing some kind of weird, like Sonic 2 version of Dragon Ball.
No. I'm talking like a game where the rules are made up as you go along.
Yeah.
And it's like they will introduce rules of how things work just to break them to impress you is what a lot of Fate comes down to.
Okay, I was worried like there's some kind of weird fiction Dragon Ball thing you were into. I was like, oh
God,
no.
No, I do not. I don't do much fan fiction at all at this point, but
good. Some of that stuff's real good and actually makes like better plots and like fixes massive plot holes in whatever series they're in. But then there's some cringy shit out there, boy.
Oh yeah.
All the self-insert characters that I can't.
Yeah.
In my. Oh, you go ahead.
Oh, that's. I mean, I never posted much in the way of that stuff because I never really wanted to let anybody see that far into my head, just for one thing.
Fair. In my mobile game thing, to do a tie-in for Maxi Boost, Gundam Breaker Mobile did the Extreme Gundam as the free suit.
Oh, nice.
And it has its guitar beam saber and shield case. And the shield case has an EX action where you come out and play the guitar.
Oh my god.
And it heals half of your health and gives you plus 10% to your shot and melee attacks.
I hate it.
So it's actually pretty good. But yeah, you're just out here like glowing with like rock and roll energy, just fucking power coordinates.
That's fantastic.
And then the paid suits, which I'd saved up for the anniversary, and the anniversary was leaked for what it was going to be, so I was like, I don't care about this, is the Extreme Gundam Eclipse Phase Special Edition that came out with the Special Edition of Maxi Boost, so they put it in the game.
Yeah.
It's like the blue version of the Extreme Gundam. And I got all but one part. And the one part's going to be available next week for free.
Nice.
So
the cool thing about that, like I'm guaranteed I'm going to have a full suit of that. The cool thing about that suit is its EX action turns it into its like completed form, where it has like the funnel, wing, backpack, and the bigger guns and all of that. So as long as that ES action is active, you actually have a completely different model. So that's kind of cool. It's nice they're making that.
Yeah, like I said, one of these lives I will have to get a phone that can actually run this, because I would like to mess with it. But
You can always get that emulator to do it.
I've tried actually, and I can't get any emulators to run that game even on my computer. So
Oh dang. Well, it is like 7 gigabytes now. That's PS4 games smaller than that.
yeah.
Yeah, I meant to do a video yesterday, but me and a few friends got together and were dicking around in Red Dead Redemption 2 and just having way too much fun, and I just completely forgot about doing a video.
I understand. Besides, sometimes when you're having fun and relaxing, you just kind of got to roll with it.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, it was... I normally go to bed around 9:30, and I didn't go to bed until about 2:30.
Oh wow, nice.
We were just dicking around in Red Dead Redemption 2. Way too much fun. Game's a lot more fun when you got a whole lot of people.
Bet.
Another thing for Gundam Breaker Mobile is that they actually had a generous event for launch. If you played 300 missions, which, don't get me wrong, that's a lot, you basically got $40 worth of premium currency.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
And I got that, so it made up for me rolling for that, the Eclipse phase. Man, that thing is strong, shooter-wise, though. Like, I don't even, like, have it with all, like, the min-max stuff you can put on and all that, and it's already, like, almost as good as my shooting one. I'm like, oh.
Jeez.
Strong. Pay to win, head ass.
I need to get back into Gundam Breaker 3.
Yeah. I wish that was in there, that'd be cool. Because it actually has, like, the ES actions. It has, like, its sub-weapon from Versus, its heavy weapon from Versus. It's funny to see. They combined a couple of them. Oh yeah, Gundam Breaker could be fun. I haven't touched that in a minute. They predicted the wound wart. There. Which makes me think maybe Gundam Breaker Mobile has finally predicted the Alvaron high grade. Finally.
It wouldn't surprise me.
So did you watch Build Fighters or Build Divers this week there, Salty?
Yeah.
Oh boy, all the old characters come back. Oh no.
Yeah, but they were kind of bland, so when I seen them, like, okay.
Oh, they're awful. That's what I mean. I want to see how they improve them, considering this is like 2 years later. But then oh boy's got the Yami Yugi of Gundam. The Gundam Tri-Age Magnum with his fucking card. Like, he literally holds them like how he does, and in like the regular Tri-Age, they try and model it like Seto, how he holds it. It's weird. It's weird shit. I don't know why they have cards either. Well, I mean, I get why the Tri-Age regular does, because it's from that card game Tri-Age. What, I don't know why they implemented that in, like, the regular high grade for the Build Divers line. They're like, no, it still has cards, though. Like, oh. Watched the review on that kit. It's pretty hit and miss, because a lot of it's the Age 1 normal.
Okay.
That kit's from 2011.
Yeah.
And it's got like the worst wrist joint designs of all time.
Oh my.
But then everything else is pretty cool. So, and it gets this big fuck off sword. Like, just, it's so big, and it has like the worst wrist. Like, if you don't touch it, the wrist will hold it. If you touch it, like, the whole wrist just blows up.
So if you think about touching it, it's gonna like, I quit.
Just the wrist. Just the wrist. Everything else is solid as rock. The wrists aren't.
How hard would it be to substitute hands from a different model?
Very.
I wonder.
Because it's not like a completely circular thing that holds like the ball joint for the hand. It's like half of it's a circle, and then there's like a giant gap, and then like a 2mm peg that holds onto the other side of the wrist ball joint.
I'm sorry,
it's a
fan. I
terrible
didn't see
design.
you down there.
Like the dude said, I have no idea what they were thinking when they designed this. It's like the worst thing ever. The only thing on the right side of the wrist is a 2mm contact patch.
Ooh.
How is that wrist supposed to stay in there?
That's not good.
That's not good.
The way that suit's designed.
Oh yeah, no, the age kits were always bottom of the run HG times of their time, and the fact they're they're bringing that forward into the modern HD line is not good. But yeah, so for build that, there's a bunch of cameo suits in there too that have nothing to do with the anime. It's all like the side story dudes.
Yeah.
That's all. They have like the Gamma Gundam build divers or whatever it was, the gray one that has the Rick Diaz head instead of a targeting sensor.
Neat.
Yeah, so it's big ass gun. Targeting sensor. That's weak shit for the Rick Diaz head on there. Do it. I saw that suit in the background. I was like, it's pretty good. Oof. That was Haman. Haman fucking.
Yeah, Haman likes the team attack.
He really does.
Man, just listening to you talk about the age kits, though, I still have that clear plastic one that came with New Gundam Breaker that I have not put together yet.
Oh shit! Which one? Which suit was that? I can't remember.
Some variation of the Age 2, I believe.
Oh, it's the Age 2 Magnum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's actually a really good pick.
Oh,
that
good.
one there is fine. Yeah, that one's fine. It's the Age 1 normal. It's like all the Age 1 base suits that are the problem, and a lot of the other stuff. No, the Age 2 Magnum is also a lot bigger than the Tri-Age Magnum. It's way bigger. Yeah, that one's a decent kit. Yeah, I think Machiko's got that one too. She goes for all those, like, limited. She has that, like, metal injection tail rider too from Side Stories.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, that one's the pricey one now. She got that. She has the real version of the digital 10th anniversary Gunpla I got too. I was joking. She plays it too. I was joking she should get them both just to flex. I got a real life ad face. I guess Gundam base just open next to her and it's really tiny. It's like I would say it's the size of like a Subway restaurant. But it's got all of the Gundam base exclusive stuff in there. All of it.
Nice.
Jam-packed.
I would, man, even a tiny Gundam base, like, anywhere near me would be great.
Yeah, you know, I like how Thailand gets one and fucking America don't got one yet. That's great. Okay, I know it'd probably be in New York or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
New York, California.
Yeah, one of those didn't do me any good at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could still order stuff from them and it would be shipped to you within the country, so it would help with that. But
yeah.
Instead of playing, like, these massive surcharges to get them from Japan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't, that reminds me, I don't know why, but, I swear somebody had asked me about the first grade kits at one point. I actually found a place that still has them in stock for like $6 each.
Like the 1980s first grade kit.
No, the like early 2000s first grades, which are built.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's like the Exia, the Strike, the Gundam.
No, it's
not
it's,
that.
Are you
it's
like
the
the
it's the
Battlestar
Gundam
ones?
Zaku and Char's Zaku. It's no, these are just 1/144 scale kits built basically all on 1 or 2 runners, like the originals, not requiring, you know, they don't require glue, but they do require paint.
Yeah.
And yeah, but just they're like $6 a piece from Big Bad Toy Store if anybody has ever done business with them. And yeah, they are. I have all but Char's Zaku, and I'm kind of tempted to get that if it stays in stock long enough, because just they are, again, they require paint, but they just have really nice detailing. They are
Okay.
they're
Okay, so this is the rear. Okay, I was thinking like the 1/144th no grade stuff that came out that had like the Exia and the Strike. I was thinking that. But no, okay, I know what these are now.
yeah.
These are kind of a mishmash between the 1980s and like a modern kit.
Yeah, they're kind of 80s style with modern designs and stuff. So
Yeah.
and like I
I
said,
can't remember what that no grade was called.
yeah.
Oh, there it is, right there. No, I am right. That is the first grade kit. There is an Exia.
Oh, I didn't realize that they kept going after those first 3.
Yeah, so from the Universal, it only has the Universal Century and 00. So it has the Gundam, Char Zaku, a Zaku, a full armor Gundam conversion part.
That's a new one.
That's interesting. It has a G armor. It has a Zaku Mine Layer conversion part kit. clear version. Okay, these are like the special editions of the Gundam. Special edition. Okay, where's the hockey part? Okay. Boy, they had a lot of first grade like special edition stuff.
Yeah.
Eco Gumpla Black. All kinds of stuff. Okay. And then from 00, they had the Exia, the Dynamis, the Curios, and the Virtue. Plus, they didn't have the conversion kit, it looks like. Just some different color kits. Interesting.
I wonder how they're gonna do that for GVO for the O. The sub
I
arms.
don't know. Oh, they did have one very special one, I guess, and it's the O Gundam. I guess that was a super limited release.
Yeah.
Which probably was just using a bunch of the first grade RX-88 parts to save money. So yeah, they had the 00 kits came out in 2007, and the UC kits came out in 2000, and 1999 and 2000. Oh, and I guess there's some reissued ones that are coming that came out last year.
Okay, that must be how that site still has them.
Yeah.
They do a lot of stuff with Bluefin, so they may have gotten those in stock at some point.
Yeah, so if it has the blue logo, all of the 2019 versions have the blue Bandai Spirits logo.
Ah, I gotcha.
Wow, yeah, that was the original first race as part of the Gunpla 20th anniversary celebration. So yeah, we're 20 years out from that now.
Jeez.
Fuck. Yeah, okay, the enemy gets a new teammate, but I don't. That's fair.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Retreating.
I call bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know why I got the strike though. Maybe well, the Seed had some no grade kits too, but they were just no grade kits. They weren't first grade.
Yeah.
Which you can still find those hanging around, like at hobby towns and stuff like that. I went through there the other day and saw like a Sword Impulse one. Or was a Blast? I don't remember. Blast or Sword.
Meep, meep.
So what's the favorite suit you've played so far, Rob? Still the Zeta?
I actually had some pretty good luck with the Full Armor Thunderbolt Gundam, which
That's a good suit.
yeah,
You figure out how to do the big Garby yet?
don't think so. No.
You do that like field rush attack, and I can't remember what button you press. It's either sub shot or like R2, and it'll do like a big Garby. Because you get like a missile, a straight shot, and the Garby that you can do. Yeah, the Full Armor Thunderbolt Gundam's pretty good. Those are Psycho Zaku.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried both of those because Ibram Gaunt actually requested those for this month. So when Monday's video goes up, those and his other requests will all be in there. So.
Oh, you have he requested them in Maxi Boost?
Yes, he did.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I'm having a good time. I said mission mode's been starting to frustrate the shit out of me because, like, the mission I'm talking about with the two giant dudes, it has an EX mission that you can only unlock if you S-rank that. That's why I'm so anal about S-ranking it, because I have to unlock another mission. But I can't, I can't quite get to it.
Stream.
Yeah. So, from what you've done so far, do you do a lot of melee or you just shoot?
Mostly I shoot, but I do go in for melee when I end up close enough. Just like with everything else, figuring out the good range for that is always a trick.
Yeah, it depends on the suit too. So if you want to be a big shooty boy, you can always play the Eclipse Phase Extreme Gundam.
Okay.
You start out as a regular Extreme Gundam, and then your little gauge on the bottom fills up, which you can either do a one melee attack that'll just fill up your bar because it just styles on people, and I guess you get points for that. or you could just do shot attacks and like play defensive until it's charged. Then you go into like a middle form, which is just the I think it's just the switch face. And it's got like twin. They're supposed to be like based off of Hero's Buster rifles, but they're like big Mark II beam rifles.
Oh, nice.
Like they're huge. And he just like you just start blasting with him. It still takes 3 hits to knock down. He gets a missile attack. He loses his melee with the exception of the down melee, which is just a little shoulder charge.
So anyway,
But he gets like beam
blasting.
gun cannon. Yeah, he gets beam gun cannons on the shoulders. His triangle, which would normally be melee, is replaced with like a missile spam. So if someone's closing in on you, you can just press that. And you just...
Shar's orange route.
All right.
Nice.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and do that one.
You sure?
Because I think this one isn't his main orange route. This is a side one that only lasts for like 2 missions. So, I'm pretty sure this one, the next one...
Oh, I'm still in the 1-year war.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure for this one this is the one where you have to have Sayla and Lala die after this mission.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
May the glory of victory be yours.
But yeah, and then when you fill up the gauge again, you get like the full Eclipse phase, which has like a giant fuck-off cannon that falls out, and like the best missiles that I've run into. They will trash.
Yeah, Char's theme song.
And then it has a stronger version of the gun cannon, and it's the only suit that I know of that only takes 2 hits to knock somebody down. Like the beam rifles get stronger, so you don't have to do 2 hits and you do like 160 damage and knock them over. So that'd be a fun suit for that.
Oh yeah.
Try anything with funnels yet?
Did do one of the fixed mobile suit missions that had the new Gundam, and
Oh yeah, the new's probably one of the best suits in the game. It's up there.
yeah, it's pretty good. Again, it's just with all of these things, I'm definitely gonna have to spend more time with them
So
just
don't
to.
kill Sayla, right?
Not yet. I think you have to wait for the Ebola 2 mission. Because then you have to let Lala die in that one. Actually, go ahead and kill Sayla, just to make sure.
We can always do this more than once if you gotta.
Yeah. Oh, she's pissed off, isn't she? She's out. What can I been playing? Been trying to play more lower cost stuff. The Zaku 3 amazing. The Zaku's pretty stupid as shit. It has the big Haman Sama Banzai attack, where it just self-detonates. You just grab onto somebody and blow up.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I mean, you die, like, straight up, so don't use this, you're about to lose. But it does, like, 380 damage. So if they're almost dead, they'll die before your death registers. So you'll still win, even if you have to, like, eat up your gauge. And then, his Wimpulse for that, he's holding a Dobin Wolf's head.
Or
Like
a
in the anime.
multi-size rose.
Yeah, he's got a mobile suit sized rose for some reason, and some of his other Wimpulse. Like and the Regelgu is his striker, which he can just call out his little assist. It just stands there looking at the rose, like, it's just like the most emotionless standing there, arms at its side, just looking down at it, like, why am I here? While fucking Mashmar's out here, like, sniffing it with his Zaku 3, but, like, it's a Zaku 3, so he can't sniff it. Where did he get it? Where did he get a mobile suit rose and all sparkly and all this shit? I don't even know.
Why did he spend taxpayer money on a mobile suit size rose?
Who knows? Oh, that Jim don't care.
Yeah,
That
no,
Jim don't
he's
care
going
about
in.
you. Was that Vulcans?
Yeah.
What is style on you with Vulcans? Man, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just a route that unlocks another orange route, so this one doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But his big ones we won't do. But yeah, Max Boo's fun. Just I think I just got the trophy that's activate your EX 1,000 times. So I'll tell you how much I've been playing that. Good times. Hopefully one night we can get together and do some branch stuff.
Yeah.
What's been the most annoying thing you've done in it so far?
Nothing's been too terrible yet, so I haven't gotten that far in. Just occasionally, The only thing that's really kind of gotten to me are the things where you have to use the specific mobile suit. That's something I am not particularly good at.
Okay, you have to let Lala die, and you have to kill Sailor.
Okay. I feel like it'd be smart to use this young then. Or should I continue with the Go-Go?
I mean, Xiong's fine. You can be evasive in that. Oh, also, I ran into somebody who was playing as Xiong, and they were the last one to die, so the little head came out. And started just blasting. Beat the shit out of that thing. he tried to hit me with that shit, I'm like, nah.
Oh, Lala's also in this young. Alright.
Double Xiong. Ball. I figured out that there's two types of balls in Maxi Boost. There's the C-type ball with the shark mouth from Igloo in there too.
That's awesome.
It's annoying too. It melees the shit out of you. I ran like the max difficulty ball mission. It was like I want to do this corkscrew melee. I want to beat the shit out of you. Because it was fight everything in the game that's round. You had like the Kapools and balls, and like then like the final boss was the Absolus. Like round, rotund. Which I like those kind of weird theme missions. They're funny.
Oh, yeah.
There's another suit there that I just can't remember. I can't get it. Oof. Gave the Gedlab a spin. Yeah.
The what?
It's the one inside the tire.
Oh.
Nice.
I hear that's actually a really good thing to use.
It is, and like its grab attack is it grabs you and it just holds you down and does like a fucking burnout. Just burns out on your face.
Well, so that's
Yep.
Excellent.
Big
Now
rip.
now Lala has to
Yeah.
be murdered.
It's our teaser.
I like
Go,
how Char's
Lala.
like nonchalant about, you know, her dying.
You must die. Oh shit! She blasted the shit out of him.
Kind of watch
Yeah,
this.
Gedlab's wild. I can't get used to using it because it's very awkward, but it's wild.
Yeah. Char's kind of gets startled upon by Lala.
A little bit. Too bad she about to fucking die.
How'd you get Lala involved, Char? You know she wasn't meant to be a warrior.
This is good, Captain.
Hopefully she doesn't eat your recovery gauge too.
She's
Yeah.
gonna use it.
Nobody likes to admit their own mistakes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
she will.
There she
no.
is.
Oh no, she's dead.
Yay.
Alright, now kill Hamuro.
What difference is that supposed to make?
Notice on a few of the Gundam Facebook pages I'm on, they're starting to really hate on IBO again.
Why is that?
I get there were just people talking about the IBO suits and Maxi Boost, and I guess pissed them off, and they just talked about shit in series. Well, I have no problem with Season 1 at all. Season 1's good. Season 2 gets rushed, the ending's not the best, but it's fitting. Like I said, my only problem I ever had was not with the series, but with the fans saying he's the strongest Gundam of all time, and all the other Gundams are poo-poo, and I shouldn't have to watch any of the other series because these have to be the best ones. But no. It's not how this works. But it's like, that's the same thing with Wing. Wing had the exact same problem.
Yeah.
That's literally what I said in one of the posts. It's just like it has Wing syndrome. Everyone's just like, yup. Because, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a big DC fanboy, but I watch all of Gundam. I will shit on it for perspective's sake, because Destiny's awful.
Yeah.
I don't think IBO Season 2's in the league of how bad Destiny is. It's not even the same ballpark. That boy all the way over there. Season 2 IBO, oh, that's pretty subpar. Destiny over here is like a giant cesspool.
Yep. Form
It's like living in Jersey.
To prevent the people of Earth from holding back human progress, Char forms a new Neo Zeon and declares war on the Federation.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the good one. Don't do
Yeah.
this one.
And he automatically unlocks the Cubalay Mark II.
Yes, and I can use that for the rest of his missions. Yay!
Well, once we go to hit the rest of his missions, as of right now,
Yeah.
we can. let's see. Let's
Do
fuck with around
do
Dozel.
Opoly and Roberto.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright. No. Go to Mr. Pod.
The wingman.
Launch.
Lounge.
Yeah, man.
Attacking.
Destiny garbage. And Destiny Special Edition is the most, like, fan servicey, like, garbage Gundams that were put out. It just is. There's so many more panty shots now, it's disgusting. That and that HD scene with Mir in bed. You know, so everybody loved that one. Annoying.
Get that gun tank. Gun tank got void.
And for some reason, because they were talking about bad stuff, V-Savior's been brought up repeatedly. So
Yeah.
it's like, what the fuck's V-Savior? All like the new IBO people, they're learning about the horrors. The Canadian-made horrors.
I know I've told the story before, but it's still one of my favorite things that on 3 separate occasions, my parents separately and I all tried to watch that because I found the DVD somewhere for cheap. And we all fell asleep.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of any movie that put me to sleep.
Going to teach you that a mobile suit has its limits, my friend.
Fuck, I'm not thinking of any off the top of my head.
I used to have a lot of people tell me Tron put them to sleep, but I love Tron.
I like Tron too. You need to watch that new one.
I do. I still haven't seen the sequel. And it's for the stupidest reason that I have not seen that, which is just like I didn't like the graphic design for it as much as I like the original. I mean, the original Tron has some of the best artists of their freaking generation designed that world. You know, Sid Mead designed all the gear. Mobius designed the costumes. It is, you know, a gorgeously designed movie, and Tron Legacy looks like just, you know, pleather jumpsuits like every other movie on Earth, and just that's the only reason I have not been able to bring myself to watch it, because it's just like, yeah, you guys, you know, maybe you've come up with a good movie here, but you've not lived up to that original design department, though I'm not sure what could.
Oh man, you know what's been the best part of, like, I was going back to that Facebook thing?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about, like, well, what's the strongest Gundam? If not, like, you see, have, like, just people who just watch VC, oh, it's, like, behind me, and I don't know. Like, I mean, turn A, and they're like, what's the turn A? It's like, oh, you ain't ready for this. You ain't ready for this. Sid B coming out here, mustache.
That still irks me that it's powered by a fucking black hole, and it
irks me that it's powered by a black hole, gets stabbed in the chest, but nothing happens.
Yeah, like, that right there should have killed everybody.
But, I mean, hey, it has to be that way. I mean, yeah, Dark History Turn A, like, it takes everything that's bad about the ELS Quanta and, like, turns it up to 11.
Yeah.
You can teleport, like, between Earth and Jupiter instantaneously. It's just pure teleportation.
Opoly, heading back.
The Moonlight Butterfly can reach out to Jupiter almost instantaneously.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I've seen, like, reference art and stuff, and it shows, like, the Moonlight Butterfly all the way out of Jupiter. You're like, oh.
Oh.
Opoly, heading out.
So that works.
That's heavy shit. Yeah, that's some heavy shit, which makes it even more mind-boggling on how the fucking Moonrace survived that. Or just hiding on the dark side of the moon, like, bro, this shit's wild.
Oh, boy. I was right out for blood already.
Hey, he's got that dumbass Magellocon. He's like, that's stitching. Come here.
Well, to be fair, it was gonna kill him until fucking...
Yeah.
Ryu
Ryu
decided to jump
said,
into
Haman
the
sama bonsai. Oh, man. Double Zeta is wild. They literally had to kill off the entire cast because Char was coming back. See, that's one of the best. That's probably the thing that ruins Double Zeta for me is the massive tone shift.
Yeah.
I didn't like the goofy, silly tone to begin with, and I but then just be like, everybody's gonna fucking die because you gotta roll out the red carpet for Char.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just, man. The other thing about Double Zeta is even if you don't like the goofy part of it, you can't help but notice that once Tomino's back in charge of the writing, just none of the Argama folks really have personalities anymore.
Yeah.
No, it's all about judo and then like Furu sacrifice and maybe a little bit of Rue killing Glimmy. And then L just getting shit all over by the twin monster. And just like, nah, no more two for you.
Yep.
But yeah. Just because I guess Char in the original script was supposed to come back at the end of Double Zeta, and then like, no, we can make a movie out of that. And you're like, what? Like, yeah, okay, I'll say no more, fam. I'll take care of it.
And just like with Zeta and Double Zeta, it's like, okay, well, here's these designs Nagano did for me. It's like, nope, not using those.
Ooh.
Ben, I did some shady stuff, didn't
It's not so much shady as just the, standard
workplace.
Yeah, just, standard workplace stuff. Some middle manager decides they don't like you and you are screwed.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, and it's especially worse in Japan because they accept it.
Yeah.
Like they don't, like in America, they'd be like, hey, fuck you, buddy.
Yeah.
What you doing? And Japan, like, no, yeah, I understand, cool.
Yeah.
And they just go drink themselves. They just go drink themselves to death.
Yeah. Or in Nagano's case, said, screw this, I'm gonna go do L-Gaima's manga for like 30 years.
Yeah.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Heading back.
Like I said, I'm a UC fan too, but I'm shitting all over Double Zeta. I'll shit over parts of CCA too.
Yeah.
Like, nah, it ain't perfect. And there's a lot of UC people like, oh, UC's just a masterpiece. It can't be. Bruh. Nah.
No.
There's some dumb shit in UC. Well, hey, even modern dumb shit in UC. I like Gundam narrative.
Yeah.
That Tono didn't even have anything to do with that shit.
No.
Oh, man, narrative. Ugh.
I don't like the space magic aspect. Like, I just don't. Gundam's a real robot show. It's not Super Robot. It has some Super Robot moments, and I don't really like them. But I accept them that they're part of the Gundam mythos. And it's always tied to new types, which is like you start to like retroactively not really like where new types went, because at the end of the day, they don't amount to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time they hit victory, new types are not the way forward.
Yeah.
Clearly. So it's like, that was just like a plot thread they don't even use up. It's done. I mean, then they pop up again in G-Reco, just because of like the continuation. But again, not really a lot of new type shit there.
Yeah.
They completely forgot what a new type is. They had to relearn what a new type is.
I need to watch G-Reco, but I just don't like the designs.
Just wait for the fucking movies at this point. Like, there's no point to watch that series if they're coming out with movies that are actually, hopefully, let's put that in there, gonna fix the pacing issues and like just the drastic amount of not giving a fuck about these characters.
Yeah.
Now, I like a lot of the designs, especially when they get to like the GIP lab in Venus. The boys chadding. The boys are chadding with all their Gundams. And really, it's revealed that like the GIT lab is the one that made like the G Arcane and a bunch of the other stuff. And, like, they consulted on the G cell. So like they're all the cool people. They're all the like, yeah, we all have this old technology, we're reverse engineering. Hey, what's Moonlight Butterfly? I don't know. Ah, shit, put it on that one. Alright. Put some funnels on it too. Got you.
That'll learn them.
Yeah, fuck it. But yeah, they represent like why the taboo on technology maybe should be enforced.
Is that
Like,
why?
fuck it, no rules.
Is that why there was like a Black Phoenix Gundam?
No, that's a yes, but no. That's a very weird side story. So basically, the GIT lab and their consulting people in the Earth Sphere and the Capital Army found something called the Rose of Hermes Blueprint. It's basically a collection of every mobile suit and technology that was in the Universal Century.
Yeah.
So they reverse engineer a shitty copy of the Phoenix. Its beam magnum's weaker, its eye field doesn't work right. They don't understand Psycho Frame, but they built it anyway. and it just fucks up, and then it goes berserk.
Nobody understands what new types are. The Psycho Frame's not going to do them much good, so...
Yeah. Yeah, they make that shitty G Phoenix, and it's like for the I field don't work, the B Magnum's weak. But then NPD activates because, you know, they somehow made NPD again. And it's like, you know what, I got you. And it just throws a fucking, like antenna off a space station and, like, spears the fuck out of the G-Stealth backpack from, like, beyond visual range. It's just like, what?
There you go.
And it beats the shit out of the G-Arcane, too. Like, rips its arm and leg off.
Yup.
Just smacks it. But yeah, to be fair, something's like doing that, G-Self isn't strong enough to stop that. That was just something cool to play in Gundam Front in Tokyo. Because really, you can't even say like the G-Self is more advanced than any suit in the UC, it's just different. It's using different technology.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's no nuclear reactor. It's those photon battery things that they came up with, because nuclear reactors got banned. They're taboo.
Well, let's pull out, like, new types and all that shit.
Yeah, let's pull out fucking Moonlight Butterfly. Let's make a bunch of nanomachines, man. I got this. Dude. Yeah, nuclear reactors, no, that's bad. Nanomachines? No, what can go wrong with nanomachines? Stupid shit. But yeah, like that whole religion, I think it's called SU Courtism, is dumb anyway. It's the same religion that says it's okay to eat people.
What?
So it's like,
Okay.
yeah. So Mask is something they call a Kuntala, which is a race of people who, during like the dark age of the post-UC, they were just raised to be food.
Oh, Christ.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why Mask has like this big boner to like, I have to prove that I'm worth something because no one thinks he's worth anything because he's the race of food people.
Yeah.
No, okay, never mind. The religion got rid of that. The religion's like, no, it's not okay. I had to double check it. I had to remember stuff in my head.
You know that somewhere in that universe there's fundamentalist cannibals. There have to be.
Oh, yeah. There's like a bunch of racism about them, too, and like all this shit. Cause like, all your food people. This is fuck out of here. What do you know about anything? As I fucking just walk off this cliff, because I too am an inbred piece of shit. What?
God.
But yeah, I mean, G-Reco was cool as in it's like, it's the same vein as Turn A, with a much tighter use. So like, and everyone's just like, well, Turn A was always, every series. Not really, it's always been tied heavily to UC.
Yeah.
Like, even they had that, the UC 100 book. It came out as a promotion with Turn A Gundam, as in something they found on the moon, and it's like a book from UC 100 in Universe Century. And it was a promotional item for Turn A. Like, it's always been more tied to Turn A, it's just the fact that it's a late UC, people could literally look into other timelines and steal their technology. They were just that advanced.
Yeah.
That's why the Turn X can do Shining Finger, because they're like, bro, that's fucking cool. Put that on something. And they never do quite explain what they did with the mass production / possibly bit Turn A's.
The dolls?
Oh yeah, those.
No, like, apparently they could either be mass production versions or they could be GX bits, basically.
Oh,
that the Turn A is basically using Flash System to control them. We don't have hard confirmation on that, which, that would be cool to have, you know, Flash System on the Turn A, have a bunch of bits. There we go.
Because the most broken Gundam in the universe needs to be even more broken.
Needs tiny, shittier versions of itself to be its shield, yes. With little gym visors.
People
Still
really,
got a mustache though, it just has gym visors.
People really get uppity about when you say Turn A would shit on any Quanta.
The only one that has a chance is the ELS Quanta, because they never explain what all it can do. It's the fact that it's broken. But the Turn A must be more broken. That literally Dark History Turn A and Turn A are two separate suits, really. Their like capabilities are completely different. Dark History Turn A is Turn A at like 100% power. Like, that's the Ultra Instinct Shaggy of the Gundam universe.
I loved that meme. I don't care what anyone says.
Turn A, Dark History Turn A literally is the teleport behind you meme.
Yeah.
like, it's stupid. It's horribly broken. It can fix itself, like, instantly. Like, you get a beam shot on its shoulder, the nanomachine just fix it. Done. Like, it's stupid. Everyone's like, oh, Unicorn can turn back time and shit. By extension, because the Unicorn came before the turn A must also have that capability.
Yeah.
The turn A is stupid. Like, Dark History turn A is the most broken thing imaginable because it has to... Like, that's its existence. It was made to be that. And then, like, regular turn A is, like, it's been buried for X amount of years and it lost most of its functionality. And barely has any nanomachines. Because that's what brings back Moonlight Butterfly is, the turn A has the code to activate the nanomachines, the turn X has all the nanomachines.
Yeah.
Turn X is cool. It's weird as shit, but it's cool. It's like, that's one of the suits where it's just like, it's so fucking different, it's cool. While the turn A is like, you have a dopey-ass fucking mustache, I hate it. Fuck out of here, shave that shit off. Plus it had, like I always say, it has best Gundam DO. And also the only Gundam DO to really win. Because you figure Mu gets blown up, and it comes back later. Zex gets blown up and comes back later. He was also a side character in Victory Gundam, like, I think gets blown up and doesn't come back later. Just dies. I think I'm forgetting one. Because there's Mu, there's Zex, there's Ging Gundam. I think there's maybe one more? I'm not sure. But yeah. Because G-Rec... I don't think Tomino intended it, because he said G-Reco's a direct sequel to Turn A.
Yeah.
Ging Gundam wins. He woke up humanity's fighting instinct. Like, he died in the process, but he's like, nah, bro. Ain't no stagnation no more. Ain't a bunch of, like, all these, like, beta pussies out here. Nah. Yeah, we're gonna be out here fighting and evolving. He's such a turd. he's such a tool. He's just like, hey, go conquer Earth. He's like, alright, fam. Hey, don't do that. We're kind of killing people. It's kind of bad. He's like, what? What do you mean? I'm fighting. It's like, nah, no, you should really stop killing people. He's like, no, fuck that, revolution. I want to kill people. He had weird sidekicks, too. He had weird, just stupid-ass sidekicks. Like that one chick that wears too much makeup and has Princess Leia buns for ears.
Man, I still can't believe I had that perfect 7th Gundam match. That's nuts.
Yeah, you need to upload it. When are you gonna upload it?
Yeah.
I really don't know, because this is usually
How about tomorrow?
No, because this is the Monday's video.
Okay, Tuesday.
Like, damn, I can't, like, well, I would have gotten it if the Arjarja focused me, but he didn't come at me once at all.
He probably wasn't aware of your existence.
That does happen sometimes.
I mean, he shot at me, I think, once, and then ignored me the rest of the match, and then I proceeded to lay waste to their Kempfer over and over and over again, because Kempfers are... Don't bring a Kempfer into 550, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
You're going to have a bad time.
The only time it worked is the week the Jarja actually hit the game.
Yeah.
In which case, those, that was a good counter to that because it doesn't have great ballistic defense.
Our target is strong.
Oh, yeah.
Melee.
But first 20 seconds into the match, I shot the Kempfer with the big gun and left him with 1 HP, and then I followed up with just a standard beam rifle shot, killing him.
Nice.
And then I proceeded to support Heavy, and one of my viewers joined the room, which I was really happy. It always freaks me out when they join my room, and they're like, hey, Salty, I enjoy your videos. I'm like, oh, hey, thanks. It always kind of like freaks me out.
It always does.
It really do.
It always does.
You don't do custom rooms, Rob. I don't assume, right?
Sometimes, every once in a while, if you're watching this and you're looking out for me, check Friday evenings I may do a custom to when I'm playing with folks in the clan, but that's about it. That's about the only time. And occasionally I do get people who recognize me, but it's still weird just to be recognized playing this. Just still weird to be recognized.
Well, it's a pretty tight-knit community.
Yeah.
I imagine. There's only like 5 really active. 7. I'm gonna say there's like 7 really active English video channels that have anything over like 50 subs. But yeah, I know Freedom RX7. I run into him a lot, and I'm like, I recognize that name somewhere. And then I saw he was on a YouTube, like when we were doing the Friday night thing. He would comment. He has his own channel.
Oh.
Which one?
It's like, Freedom RX7.
Oh. Oh boy.
Yes. Apologies to anyone and everyone who watches me. I barely have time to keep up with my friends' channels at this point, let alone any other GBO2 players. So, if I act surprised or startled that you have a channel, it is not personal. I have very bad perception and not a lot of time.
No, Rob, don't hide your massive superiority boner behind Nitros. No. All of these peasants are below you. Shit. I'm kidding. No one take that sound clip. Don't do it.
It still weirds me out when even Rob comments on my videos, because I'm just not expecting it, and all of a sudden Rob comments. I'm like, oh, hey, neat.
Well, go down and do Awfully, or Roberto, or whichever one's left. Roberto.
Yeah.
You know what else is a fucked up thing about Turn A? Like that ending, like they're all happy, they're living in a cabin and shit. Yeah, no, she's dying. She's dying the whole time that's happening. Soriel.
Yeah.
Spread out and attack.
So it's just like, yeah, he's watching over till she dies, and then he has no purpose in life. That's fucked up. Yeah, because how old? I don't remember if they say exactly how old she is when Turn A's happening, but she's centuries old. And it's just like all the cryo sleep can only keep her alive for so long. Yeah, Turn A has a lot of dark undertones that you don't really notice until you're like, oh wait. Oh. Or just like Lauren. The only reason he gets involved in this shit is because dumbass fucking almost drowns in a river for the first time, and then he has to get saved.
Yeah. Drowns in a river for the first time.
And that's what makes him shit. He comes from like the water part of the moon race that has like that big ass reservoir with like fucking whales and shit in it. It's like, why don't you understand how water is? I guess maybe he's not used to current. I guess that would have freaked him out.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
So yeah, has to get fucking saved by a Soche, one of the worst characters in the show. Nice.
Yeah, I've always found Sophia annoying as hell.
I mean, pretty much all female characters in Turn A are like whiny assholes. Which is kind of the same.
Yeah.
There's like no strong female character in Turn A. Unless Lord Frostcrest.
Yeah. Wasn't it because who directed it?
They
Tomo,
wanted her to
right?
be a female pilot.
Yeah.
They wanted Lauren to be a female pilot. And I think Bandai said no. They're like, no, you can't have a non-male Gundam pilot.
And then all of a sudden they're like, haha, Rule 63 this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Tomo actually was pushing for it. Which, a female Gundam pilot happened after his tenure, which I imagine pissed him off.
Yeah.
Because it was like, they gave Tomino the boot, and they're like, no, I'll come up with a new Gundam show. And then 008 happened.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I imagine that pissed him off that they told him no, but they didn't tell this asshole who replaced him no.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, then, I mean, apparently the live-action movie's gonna be a female Gundam pilot, so that's good.
Oh, interesting.
Do we know anything else about it? Except for it's...
Just that the main character is female, and that Bandai has pretty much creative control over it. Like, the people who did Pacific Rim and all the Resident Evil movies, I can't remember which Legendary,
no.
I think it is.
I hope it's not the same director as the...
It's not gonna be Mila Kunis, no. I'm
'Cause
pretty
he's-
sure she's not gonna be in it. She's too busy with the Monster Hunter movie.
and it's not Mila Kunis.
Jovovich.
Yeah.
Oh, Mila Jovovich, yeah.
That movie's gonna fucking shit.
I'm curious about it, but
Alright, I've already read part of the script because it was leaked. American military find a portal, and then they get teleported into the Monster Hunter world with a bunch of modern day weapons and tanks and shit, and somehow still get their ass wrecked.
Yeah, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
You figure like a fucking 120mm AP shell is gonna go through about anything. Well, actually, it's just starting Sabo shell. It's not even AP anymore. This should go through like 1,000mm of concrete and steel. Like, you can go through the fucking planet with it. Oh no, this dragon is too strong.
Yep.
Now, I get if it comes from the top, like the tank can't shoot vertically. So I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But like,
But
it
even
takes
then-
a shell to the face.
But even then, like a fireball, I don't think that's really going to affect a tank all that much.
No, considering a lot of them are made to survive like being on fire and having like jet fuel poured on them and still work. Yeah, no, they're not. That's also why a lot of the Abrams and stuff have blow-up panels that in case they are in fire, the ammo will blow out the back of the tank.
Yep.
But the crew will be safe. So the tank will be inoperable, but everyone's gonna be alive.
But
But yeah, no, it's probably not the best. It's an interesting premise.
Well, the thing is, it's made by the same people who did Resident Evil, and they fucked those movies, let's be honest here. Those movies were not good.
I mean, they're dumb, fun action movies. But yeah, they're not particularly good. They're in the same vein as old 80s action movies with less one-liners.
Well, the first Resident Evil movie, I liked. Everything after
Yeah.
that sucked.
It's always the sequels that are awful
yeah,
in those kind of movies.
Man, I've maybe seen 2 of those at most, but yeah, it's just I remember liking the first one better as a movie than I did as a Resident Evil movie, is what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not. It just has the name.
Yeah.
Which is what Bandai's probably trying to actively avoid since they have creative control. So that's probably also why this movie's going to take 10 years to make.
Yeah, if it ever gets made.
Yeah.
Well, if Bandai's working
Man.
with it, then it's I hope it's going to be alright.
Well, apparently it's the dudes that were behind Pacific Rim specifically.
Interesting.
Because they're like, hey, you did a giant robot movie. We have giant robot movies, and we want to expand into the West.
Yeah.
I wonder
Well,
what...
you know, speaking of that, you know what pisses me off, though? Is I guess they rebuilt the original 1-to-1 Gundam in Yokohama. Like, I guess they just transported its build. Everyone's just making these jokes. Oh man, Japan made a Jaeger because they know what's gonna happen next in 2020. It's like, you assholes know that shit's probably like 10 years old now, right? It's not a Jaeger. Like, it pisses me off. But yeah, so that's the West. It's Transformers and Jaegers. So that's why, like, hey, you did Pacific Rim.
Reminds me of one of my favorite eBay listings I saw 20 years ago, which was it was a Gundam slot machine.
Really?
Yeah, it was a Gundam slot machine, and it is there, and it has a big blinking light on the front that says Gundam, like just giant sign on top that obviously lights up, and it has a picture of the RX-78 on it. And it was listed on eBay as an Optimus Prime slot machine.
Oh, Christ.
Nice.
We're heading back.
Big brain play right there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of big brain plays, apparently a lot of people aren't liking the new 1-to-1 Gundam. Can't say I am either.
I don't like its design.
I don't like that it has fucking 4 shades of blue on the chest.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's stupid. I don't mind the armor changes, like the profile and stuff. I'm okay with that. The color scheme's awful. It doesn't make sense. Why would you have 4 colors of, like, okay, it's actually more like 3. But why would you have that? Why would there be 3 shades of blue? And it's like, and the panel lining doesn't make sense because it's just going everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just, I hope that's not the movie Gundam. Watch it be the movie Gundam, though. That's why they made it like this. They're probably going to announce it when it walks. Hey, this is the live-action Gundam!
Yeah, that's probably one we're going to get a trailer.
Oh, no!
Now that you say it, yeah, well, that's one we're going to get the trailer. I hate it. I really don't like the design of that Gundam.
I hope that halfway through the fucking movie it gets canned like the G3, and then I'll be okay with it.
Watch we create enough of ruckus, like we did with the Sonic movie. They changed it into the original Gundam.
Bandai's not gonna fucking do that. You're high. Sega did it because Sega has no clout anymore. Sega had to bend the market pressure advantage to be like, fuck you guys, you're not even what we care about.
I'm betting Sega didn't even have the final say on that design.
Probably not. Sega has no clout. Sega make your fucking like weird pachinko machines and put Sonic on as many platforms as you can because your ass doesn't matter anymore. Sonic's the only thing you have. They have Mega Man too, but they fucked over Mega Man so hard. They have.
That's Capcom, but.
Or Capcom, excuse me. Yeah, you're right. That's my bad. So what does Sega have other than Sonic? That's it.
Yeah, in terms of like big name mass market stuff, Sonic is about it. You know, they had a couple other games they could probably do something with, but just not. Nothing.
They don't even have the big licenses they had anymore. Like they had the Mother GT license. No, that was Capcom again. Excuse me. No, I'm not. I keep getting. No, Sega has nothing. They have nothing.
They've got Golden Axe. They've got Shinobi. They've got some really old arcade games that in terms of like licensable story. There's nothing there. Streets of Rage.
Capcom sucks ass too. Since I keep bringing all this stuff up, Capcom is also doing stupid shit right now.
Oh
it's
yeah.
Not just Sega. Capcom is also doing stupid shit.
Oh yeah, and then there's Konami about.
And then there's Konami on the biggest of big brain levels. Nah, pachinko's where it at. Video games are stupid.
They fucked themselves up when they got rid of Kojima.
Oh yeah.
Lieutenant.
They got rid of Kojima. Igarashi left. Just that I'm not even sure who's left there.
No, but listen. What do the Japanese chain-smoking, gambling people want? They want a Metal Gear Solid 3 pachinko machine, okay?
Oh, naturally.
Listen. This might not be big enough for our small minds to understand, but apparently chain-smoking Japanese gamblers, which can't number more than a million at best, is better than like 20 million people buying a video game, okay?
So that's the rumor is that Sony was looking at buying the Metal Gear franchise from him.
They are. They're trying to just get everything from Konami at this point because they know Konami's weak. They're feeble.
Well, I mean, if once out of this business, there's an awful lot of stuff there that somebody could do something decent with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Kojima would love to have his hands back on his
Metal Gear.
Yeah, his fucking child again.
Yeah.
The only thing Konami's got, because Konami is the Resident Evil 2, right?
No, that's Capcom.
It's Capcom.
Okay. So that's the bright spot in Capcom right now. Is Resident Evil remake and all that.
Well, Resident
that's
Evil
what's
and
doing
Monster
good.
Hunter.
Yeah. What does Konami and Sega have? Fucking pachinko machine just for one of them. And then Jim Carrey carrying the fuck out of a Sonic movie. That's what Sega's got. Like, God, man. HG Gaming really fucked over the Japanese gaming market, didn't it?
Yeah.
Destroyed it. Because, yeah, we don't really have AA game anymore. Like, that's not a thing. There's indie, and then there's AAA. There's, like, nothing in between. PS2, there was like, AA and AAA developers everywhere.
Yeah.
That were getting published under bigger banners and just flooding the market with, like, a bunch of crazy shit. That's not here now.
Yeah, I personally blame Squaresoft for that, because they just... Somewhere after the PS1, they just forgot how to make games at that scale. And they made
Squaresoft is Square Enix's like bigger parent company.
No, they got bought out or fused with somebody.
Yeah, that's right. Enix is basically functionally the parent company there. They basically make all the decisions, and that is probably what happened.
Speaking of dumbass shit that they don't know how to make video games, why are they making 3 live service open world games at the same time?
Which ones?
Square Enix. There's the Avengers one. There's something that's set in the desert that I can never remember the name. And then there's another one. Someone was talking about Ice Spaceman. The Avengers one is already not looking great, and it's already pissed off half its fan base.
Oh, fun.
Because
The people I know. Oh, the Spider-Man thing. Yes.
Yeah, the Sony character, Spider-Man.
God.
You know.
And the worst part is, you know, I've talked to some people who've really enjoyed playing that. But that Spider-Man thing was just a dumb move.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know how Sony can do it because they only own the film license. They don't own the rights because you figure like there's Marvel versus Capcom, and he's in that a lot.
You know, given the designs for this game, I'm wondering if this game is not a Marvel Cinematic license because
it's not though because they're trying to actively distance themselves from it. But they're still, like you said, the character designs are still from market presence, like knockoff versions of their cinematic selves, with the exception of like Hawkeye, because Hawkeye looks nothing like Oh Boy.
Yeah, this is It's that the character designs are these are not them. You've captured their stunt doubles character designs.
Yeah, but like they're actively trying to get away that it's not a cinematic universe thing, so it makes me wonder how the fuck Sony can pull this power play and be like, nah.
Yeah.
We own, like, because that's a strong power play to be like, nah, we own this character in all video games too, except we don't.
Yeah.
Because, like, they do Marvel and Capcom and, like, all the other Marvel games, like, all the fucking time. Like, all the time, because, you know, he's a Marvel character. But no, Sony's like, nah, not on consoles, he's not. Except he is, but he's not, though. No question. Like, I really want to know how they had this power play to be like, nah, Spider-Man's ours.
Yeah, I want to know how those contracts work. That's...
Because they just own the movie rights. That's it. They own the rights to the character. They own the movie rights to the character. Like, that's it. Like, these boys out here mad ladding it hard. They bullying people about Spider-Man. You know they tried to buy Spider-Man.
Oh, I'm sure they did, but at the same time, there's got to be some kind of contractual stuff there that lets them do this, because nobody bullies Disney.
Disney's the Antichrist.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they have so much fucking money, and they can do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They couldn't buy Spider-Man. I don't think they have enough money to buy Spider-Man. Spider-Man's the most popular superhero in the world. Like, more than Batman.
Well, I mean...
I don't think they have the money to buy Spider-Man.
To Sony?
Yeah, they don't have the money. They're not worth as much as Spider-Man's worth.
No, so like I said, the only way this can actually work the way they're doing is there has to be some kind of clause in the Spider-Man movie rights contract that lets them do this. Or
there's some little gray print on the fucking Spider-Man for PS4 games that Marvel didn't read, and like, nah, for this console generation, we own him.
Yeah. That could well be it, because the Spider-Man game didn't come out for any other systems, did it?
No, it's Sony exclusive. It was made by Sucker Punch. Yeah, like straight up.
Yeah, so they may have just locked Spider-Man down this console generation entirely.
Well, it depends when the PS5
I mean, but no, there's
out,
PS4 Marvel vs. Capcom. Yeah, I mean, there's PS4 Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm pretty sure he was in that.
Yeah.
So, man, it has to be something with that game, though, because it has to deal with that and, like, Miles Morales. Like, they can't be like, nah, Spider-Man's our character for X amount of years now. At least on console. Yeah, that's so weird. I don't know how the fuck they did that. But yeah, Square Enix is involved in, like, 3 open-world games. The Avengers game, I guess, is pulling a Destiny and has a 10-year plan behind it.
That's kind of ambitious, but if they can pull it off...
I don't think they can.
No, I don't either.
And yeah, they have that. There's like literally 3 they're working on that.
Jeez.
I don't know why would you flood the market with, and they're going to compete with each other.
I think that's the part that they haven't realized, and a lot of companies don't. There's just live service games are a genre unto themselves, and there's only so much time in the day for people to play them.
Yeah.
Especially since these games tend to expand to demand as much of people's time as possible.
Yeah, because Avengers is live service game, of course. trying to find this again. I don't know what I can't remember.
Oh, get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, there's Final Fantasy, but I don't think that's the one I'm doing. There's one that they just had a trailer for. And it's like in the desert, and you're raiding stuff.
I'm almost positive that would be an expansion to Final Fantasy 14.
No, it's a separate game.
Is it?
It is a separate game, yeah. I'm just gonna type in New Spartan. Outriders.
Outrider?
Okay.
Yeah, there's Outriders, Avengers, Final Fantasy 14. So that's 3 live services there. I don't think Final Fantasy 14 was the one I was thinking of. There's 3 live service games right there.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even know.
But yeah, but thinking back on it, just to double back where we got to here, yeah, I think the merger with Enix is where SquareSoft lost the ability to do mid-tier games, which is a real shame because they had some really good stuff in the like PlayStation 1, Game Boy Advance, DS era that they just can't do now.
Yeah, no, like PS2 was pretty much the last era of like the big independent, like mid-tier publishers and developers.
Yeah.
And as soon as PS3 hit, there became the big 3. Like Bandai doesn't have a big 3, or Japan doesn't have a big 3. It's pretty much just Bandai. They're like their publisher. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're the only one that has any kind of market pressure. Over here you have Ubisoft, Activision, and EA. And like that World Force. Like they took over and crushed so many little developers and publishers and everything. Like basically for that to come back, they're gonna have to have like a major shakeup where like 2 of the big 3 just default. Like they're done.
Roberto, ready to launch.
Which Ubisoft has its issues right now, so.
Yeah.
And the Activision Blizzard relationship is not good at all.
Don't hang back.
Yeah, that's starting to
Apparently most of the
crumble.
Blizzard employees aren't getting paid.
I can see the
Yeah.
Allegedly. We gotta put that in there. Don't want Activision to come in here to the small channel and be like, I'm gonna sue you.
Yeah.
So, allegedly they're not getting paid.
Yeah.
They allegedly had a massive strike about that.
Protest and walk
and-
out.
Yeah.
And everything. Just with the Blizzard side. So, I don't think Blizzard can get out of it though, because Activision owns it. Like, if anything, they're just gonna dissolve Blizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, you guys don't want to get paid, you're not gonna get paid. Like, get out of here.
I like that boost sound for the Rickdom.
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty wild. And then Ubisoft has all of its own horrible alleged things it's dealing with.
Yeah.
And EA's just fucking EA. Like,
Mm-hmm.
might as well just be like a giant, like, evil witch castle for their headquarters. Star Wars Squadrons looks good though, and no microtransactions.
Yes.
EA, possibly the first good Star Wars game in what, like a decade from EA?
I've heard Jedi Fallen Order is good. I just have
Oh,
not.
I'm sorry. That's also the other one.
I haven't
Yeah.
played that one yet.
Which, again, no microtransactions, single player. You know, all the stuff.
Okay, but I want to say in like the same time frame, LucasArts put out like 15 games, and EA put out 5.
Yeah, and some of the LucasArts ones were actually good. Some of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. We're also talking about the point where this was LucasArts slowly unfolding in on itself.
Yeah.
But still, they put a lot out. No, LucasArts was like a horrible place to work for. Like,
Yeah, about
near
the
the
time-
end, it was awful.
Yeah, about the time the prequels hit, and I think kind of Lucas took a larger interest in a business he didn't really understand. It did not turn out well.
So the Force Unleashed game, the first one in particular,
Mm-hmm.
good games, definitely not perfect. He wanted to name Star Killer Darth Insanius.
Yes, Darth Icky or Darth Insanius.
Yeah, so George, I need you to huff whatever else you just fucking made the Ewoks with and fuck off. Get out of here.
Well, originally he did state
It's
that
supposed to be Kashyyyk.
The Force Unleashed was canon though, but Disney's like, nah, fam, fuck that, got rid of that.
Well, nothing in the expanded universe was that. It's basically only the animated stuff and whatever Marvel was putting out was canon. Like
Yeah.
everything else. Which then they just continue to ape like 85% of their details from Legends. So, but there's talk they're gonna make the new sequel trilogy not canon because it's
No,
like
that's already been disbanded. That's not canon anymore.
Oh. Wait, no, oh, it's not a like they're like, nah, we're gonna open this up again.
They got rid of it.
That's true.
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
I thought that was just like internal rumblings, like, hey, we need to shake this up.
I hadn't heard anything about that.
Yeah,
I heard like it was internal rumblings that they were talking like, hey, the sequel. Apparently, they wrote themselves into a corner again, which is like what they were trying to avoid by getting rid of the Legends, like not to write themselves into a corner. Apparently, they wrote themselves into a corner.
Well, this is what happens when you know, one of your 3 leads dies in the middle of production. So.
Wait, which one?
Also, what happens when you Leia?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently the last movie was supposed to be mostly about Leia. But also what happens when you completely disregard, like, the characters from the previous trilogy and just, like, use them to set up the new generation. Instead of giving them any sort of important role whatsoever.
Yeah.
So you kill Han, which Harrison Ford didn't want to be in another movie. I guarantee he has, hey, you gotta fucking kill me off, I'm already shit. But then they ruin Luke's character to me. Even Hamill thinks they ruined Luke's character. And then Leia dies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, everyone's like, oh, well, Star Wars is for kids. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. Or like, at least the major market presence is for kids. But there's also people who've been with Star Wars their entire life. Like, probably born in 72. Watched the original Star Wars, been a lifelong fan. I imagine they're not entirely like because Legends had stupid shit in it too. 100%. Legends had asinine shit in it. Like they had like giant like tanker toy looking fucking robots that would eat planets. Like they looked like you could build it with an erector set. Like it was fucking stupid. And talking trees and like a bunch of the Ewoks, the animated Ewok series. Like let's not go back into that. Just stupid stuff. It also had a lot of good stuff. Especially the Old Republic era stuff. To be honest, to me, that was the better segment of it anyway.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't just about one bloodline, it was about, like, a bunch of different characters making a setting more impactful and real feeling instead of just one bloodline.
Yeah, that's... I really was not big on, you know, Rise of Skywalker kind of just turning everything back around and being about this one, you know, about these basically 2 families, you know, entirely forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you figure like the Old Republic had like Nomi Sunrider, the Keldromas, Exar Kun, Revan, Bane. Like it had like a list of characters.
Yeah.
That all made the setting real, and like the Clone Wars, the pre prequel era, like the first like 50 years before that. All the way up until right after the Imperial Remnant shit starts kicking off, and then like the sequel stuff really starts coming into its own. That's all just about 2 families and like people in their lives. Now once you get to like stuff with like Jason and Jaina and like all that starts getting different. And then Legacies is a whole other fucking it's wild.
Oh yeah, the Dark Horse stuff set like 100 years later.
Cade Skywalker and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just wild. Which, to be honest, that's still probably better than the sequel, and that shit was off the wall. My boy high on death sticks. It came back. He brought it back.
You want some death
like,
sticks?
Holy shit. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I do. But yeah, I mean, like, at least that was at least different. Like, he actually had to struggle through his, like, own personal demons and shit like that, where you have, like, Rey. She's definitely not a Mary Sue, but it's like she didn't struggle a lot outside of her own, like, inability to train.
Yeah.
Versus, like, hey, I'm a shitty person and I don't know how to deal with it. But here's hoping Project Luminous isn't a fucking dumpster fire. I know it will be.
Yeah.
It will be a dumpster fire.
I forget, is that High Republic stuff, or is that something...
This is supposed to be their answer to the Old Republic stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So...
But it's only set like 100 years before Episode 1, so fucking Yoda's alive. So that's a problem. You're just gonna see middle-aged Yoda.
Middle-aged Yoda. No, that's a thought.
Yeah, like anything, like you have to, like, the span that Yoda's alive, you at least could have went before that.
Yeah.
Not fucking, hey, I have like Viking-looking Gungans. I think that's a cool idea. Let's put it in there. It's like, what? How did they achieve space travel? Didn't the Naboo people like trying to exterminate their ass? How did they achieve space travel?
Magic.
Like, yeah.
Oh. But why though?
But why not?
Probably the same way they, came up with like magical disruptive snow globes and whatever else. So.
Yeah.
Well, boys.
You know you had to do it.
Yep, I gotta. Zaka won.
But yeah, I mean, here's hoping, because like I said, I like the Old Republic era, and like it's a massive section of stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, like there's some dumb stuff in there too, like how like the original Sith spaceships just looked like spaceships that had sails, like it's stupid as shit, and they had spears and all that. But what I want to know is how the fuck BioWare got KOTOR to keep going.
Yeah.
Not KOTOR, Tor. It's the only Legends thing that's still going.
I guess it makes enough money.
I guess. Super not canon. I get right now, I guess. But and then not saying that too also has just massively stupid plot lines, but hey. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Star Wars is not in the best place right now. But then again, a lot of the older sci-fi stuff isn't either.
Yeah.
Star Trek's got that Lower Deck cartoon coming from Oh Boy, which looks fun, but like that's their big thing is a parody series.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know they've got some other stuff going on that is all delayed because of stuff, but
yeah. Well, at the same time, I don't think the TV. I know Picard didn't go over well at all.
I know the people I know who saw it liked it, but there's also people I know who just love Star Trek and just did not want to.
Apparently, it started out really good, and it was like in the middle, it took a shit.
Yeah.
And it, again, just like Star Wars, it completely split everybody, and like half the community loves it, and half the community hates it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it brought anybody in new though, unlike the new Star Wars stuff. And I know Discovery on ABC has been very mixed. It got another season as far as I know, so yay for them.
Yeah, I think I've heard there may be some spin-offs from that as well. But I still haven't seen any of this because I'm not going to pay for the CBS.
I'm not a big Trek fan. It's just I follow it just because it's out there. You know, like I follow like news stories and stuff on it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, they're not doing much better, are they?
Yeah, I was a big Star Trek fan during Next Generation and Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
Voyager, I was not as big on. Enterprise, I really wasn't fond of at all. And anything since, I watched the first. The
Abrams.
Yeah, watched the first one of those. Thought it was an okay movie. A passing Star Trek movie.
See, the thing that saved that is you're like, no, bro, it's just an alternate dimension.
Mm-hmm.
It saved it because it's like, oh, everything else is still canon. Cool.
Yeah.
What? Oh wow! I wonder if Star Wars should pull something like that. Just have Luke come to report like, what the fuck is this? I'm dead. What? It's just stupid. And just have like Mara Jade behind him like, it's some stupid shit, honey. It's like, yeah, yeah. And everyone just be like, you know what? Fair enough. But yeah, I mean, and everyone else, oh, just don't bitch about Star Wars. Like, yeah, I could not do that, but then I'd have to stop caring about it. I'm close.
I was gonna get his ass beat by a fucking Zaka 1.
There you go.
Yeah, hopefully Squadrons will be good. It looks decent.
Was it free to play, or is it just cheaper than a standard full game?
It's cheaper than a standard full game. They are unsure if it's going to get anything other than balance passes after it launches.
Well, that'll be fine.
Like, there'd just be nothing, no DLC, nothing. Which I kind of want there to be DLC, because there isn't a big list of ships. But it's more of like a team-based shooter style thing anyway, so I guess that'll be for balance reasons.
Oh boy.
Which would be,
really
it looks good. There's a bunch of Easter eggs and stuff in it already, just from the like EA influencer beta thing they had.
Yeah.
So I mean, it looks good. We'll see how it holds up.
I think this would be a good place to call it quits at.
Yeah, I think
Oh, yeah?
you're right.
Let's go get a loot drops. Hopefully they'll be better than what I got in GBO.
Fingers
No.
crossed. Oh, about 11% tonight. That's not bad.
Yeah, we're averaging about 10 to 11% each stream, which is good. Oops.
No, you're good. Mm.
Thank you. I like this music. It's peaceful.
Yeah. A lot of my friends hate Zeta's music.
I'm not too sure why. I like it.
Yeah.
So we did Warship right last time.
I think we did mobile suits because we were trying to get the Titan with double Zeta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do variety.
All right. We can only do
Random
2 of
shit.
these. Well,
Do it.
Yep.
That's not bad.
Oh boy.
It's burn.
Burn!
Burn.
Ooh, special item
hey,
artwork.
That's good.
Got the biosensor going on. Look at that animation.
Yeah, that's pretty fancy. Let's go check that out. That's an
Illustration.
Yeah.
Oh right, we need to start just buying some of these illustrations. Instead of doing loot rolls, we need to start buying stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, that looks cool.
Biosensor. Look at this Zeta T posing to assert dominance.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave it right there. That way.
Yeah, that's a perfect place to leave it.
Yep.
Screenshot for the video.
Yep.
Yeah, right. I want to thank you guys for joining. I always have fun doing these. Hopefully Rob and Jacob do too.
Definitely.
Make sure you check out Rob's video channel. It's flail throughs. Jacob doesn't do YouTube currently. So
Again, I'm staff on here.
yeah, he's staff. He's
Unpaid intern.
Yeah. So yeah, hope you guys have a fantastic Monday. And we shall talk to you guys later.
Later.
Take care.